In 2011, a group of volunteers came together in Constance Bay to form a new group. Bay Community Connection very quickly grew from 3 to 15 volunteers. The group decided to create a community hub with resident-led outreach, particularly to connect with isolated seniors. There are a couple of important things to understand about Constance Bay and the surrounding area. Distance is a big factor that affects everything. Constance Bay is part of the City of Ottawa, but it is 48 kilometers from Parliament Hill. To get some perspective, that is 10 kilometers further than between Plaster-Leans and Scotiabank Place. There is no public transportation, and although the community has a rideshare program and a grocery bus, there are still a lot of concerns around road safety and transportation, particularly for seniors and youth. The local economy is facing a lot of challenges. Last year, the only local gas station closed, and this has created a lot of challenges, particularly for seniors. As well, the nearest grocery store, Dunrobin Meat and Grocery, is 10 kilometers away from the bay. Access to health, social, and community services is different here too. Many services which are supposed to be citywide are just not reaching Constance Bay and other communities like it across Ottawa's vast rural area. In addition, access to medical services is a problem here too. With the large rural area, the dependence on driving, and the fact that 30% of seniors in Constance Bay live alone, the community is concerned about seniors in the area, particularly isolated seniors. The shortage of medical services affects seniors more than any other age group. And on top of that, seniors in the rural areas are not accessing a fair share of resources which are available to others in the City of Ottawa. In Constance Bay, people just do what has to be done. The group of volunteers is meeting 4 times a month and has great vision and passion. As an initial step, they've decided to go door to door with a survey to find out the issues and to do outreach at the same time. Through the survey, they have identified 3 key issues: access to food, access to medical services, and transportation and road safety. They followed up the food issue with a kitchen table talk held in Constance Bay. Local farmers and other community members came out, as well as Ottawa Public Health, for an amazing discussion on the food bank in West Carleton, as well as access, transportation, and regulation. The group is ready to work on concrete solutions. All the issues are being taken back to a community consultation in April 2012, where they will get feedback on where to go next with the issues, gather information about resources available, and encourage others to get involved. The commitment of the volunteers is exceptional, and it's plain to see. They're not separated from the assets in the community. They go to the service clubs, seniors clubs, they're on the phone. As well, they have a strong community association behind them, the Constance and Buckham's Bay Community Association. That's a big help. Food and space. People and organizations just offer these kinds of physical supports. This seems to be something that we have in the rural areas that can be more of a challenge in some urban neighborhoods. Out in the rurals, groups that have space will sometimes overlook the cost. For example, as a result of the partnership with the Community Association, Bay Community Connections was given the use of the community center for free. So that's been a huge help. The group doesn't even have to ask for food for the meetings. Someone always provides it. Maybe it's because of the history in the community that's deeply rooted. It's a huge asset. Along with the steady increase in volunteers, the partnerships have been great. Community members and businesses are directly involved. For example, Dunrobin Meat and Groceries is actively involved because they live in the community. They're part of the community. The Western Ottawa Community Resource Centre has received funding from United Way Ottawa to serve a support role, and other key partners are the Ottawa Police, the Ottawa Public Health, REACH, St. Gabriel's Parish, and the Office of Councillor Eli L. Chantry. Because of their strong relationships with the other rural service providers, the Western Ottawa Community Resource Centre has been able to introduce the community leaders to other services, including health services, health aid, Youth Mental Health Services, and Crime Prevention Ottawa. One of the key things that Bay Community Connection wants to do as a hub is to make those links on behalf of the community, particularly for the seniors. So the group has been able to show that if a service provider comes out, there will be an audience of at least 20 they can connect to directly. The residents feel a lot more comfortable to make that call when they can connect to a real person that they've met, rather than just contacting a bureaucracy. Although Bay Community Connections is very new, they've already had a positive impact. Dunrobin Meat and Grocery is now providing free grocery delivery for seniors. This addresses part of the challenge of food insecurity and supports an important local economic asset, the Dunrobin Meat and Grocery, which is both a long-term supporter of community initiatives and the only grocery store in the area. With health-related services like Ottawa Public Health and Help Aging coming to the table, volunteers in the Bay Community Connection are able to spread the word in the community of who to call for various services. This has resulted in increased referrals and self-referrals and has concretely increased access to existing services by rural residents, particularly seniors. Because of the work, Western Ottawa Community Resource Centre has even seen a significant increase in the number of rural residents using their services. For example, for the first time in 2012, a high percentage of the people who benefited from Western Ottawa's free tax clinic were rural residents. The group is focusing on seniors now, but are interested in opening up on other issues later, like childcare. They're continuing to look at what can be done about transportation challenges, access to food and to medical services, and other supports to seniors in general.